a Christian, when we look at it, has to say, is this establishing justice? Is this accomplishing what the preborn need? And we find that they do not.
We are Christians. We've come today out of love for our neighbors, our preborn neighbors who are being murdered today, and for our born neighbors who are coming to join in that killing.
Often, when pro-life bills pass, people will say, oh good, we're winning, this is a victory, this will save lives. But when we look at the bills themselves, we find often that there are problems with them. First of all, they're partial and they regulate. They do not seek to actually establish justice for the preborn. No pro-life bill has ever done that. But we also find that many of those bills wouldn't even save a child. Legislation that has been passed that says you must anesthetize a child before you murder them, that legislation does not save babies. Passing a bill that says you have to provide a burial for children who are aborted does not save those babies. And we look at some bills, like the heartbeat bill or a sonogram bill. Those bills are reliant on good faith. We're trusting those who murder children by putting them on the honor system and saying, oh yes, we didn't hear a heartbeat here. Those types of bills, the sonogram, the heartbeat bills, they rely on instruments that are operator dependent so that they could actually show something that is not a full pregnancy, the full child, and actually show a portion of the womb in a sonogram, and then that actually will meet the requirements, but not really show the truth about what's there. And we really shouldn't make a bill that says you can murder someone as long as you've seen a picture of them before, so that you know that they're human. And so we see there are various errors and problems with these types of bills. Many of them contain exceptions that says, well, you can kill the child if the child has this abnormality, or if the mother feels that she is under too much stress and it's a threat to her life or health. There are exceptions that say if she says she was raped, then you can abort the child, even in these cases. And so each regulatory bill that the pro-life movement puts forward has areas in it that are unjust, that are partial in themselves, so that a Christian, when we look at it, has to say, is this establishing justice? Is this accomplishing what the preborn need? And we find that they do not. Abortion is not going to be solved by being regulated, by having lots of red tape around it. Abortion will be solved as an evil when it is no longer permitted under color of law, but it is abolished under the law. There are a number of states that have a bill that says that you have to wait a certain amount of time from the point that you make the appointment to have an abortion till when you have it. In Kansas, for instance, it's 24 hours. Now, at the abortion mill one day, as we were standing and pleading and preaching, there was a young woman who came for an abortion, and she was turned away from the abortion mill because it had not been quite 24 hours since she had made the appointment. And so she was leaving, and then rolled down the window and talked with me. And then as I was sharing truth with her, she broke down and was weeping and was saying she knew it was wrong. And she turned away from it and came and talked with us, prayed with us. And and we rejoice that a child was rescued. And some would say, well, see, that is fruit of a waiting period. To say, wait those 24 hours, some people won't do it. It will stop them. However, the next week, she came back and she had her baby killed. She knew it was wrong. She knew we were there as we were calling out to her. But she did it because now it was allowed, because she had waited over 24 hours. And so that bill didn't actually save that little baby. And if you think about it, we shouldn't make bills that say you can kill your wife if you thought about it for a week. We shouldn't have bills that say, well, as long as you thought about it, then that will make it better. That actually just adds to the fact that it's been premeditated. We shouldn't be doing those things. We should be telling the truth. She would not have done that if abortion was treated like murder. Abortion must be abolished.